No to moi drodzy, z racji, że wielu z was podobała się historia Moody'ego i ogólnie jak to tutaj wygląda, mam dla was jeszcze jedną historię, którą chciałbym opowiedzieć tak naprawdę już abstrahując od biznesu, ale jego historię, w jaki sposób to u niego wyglądało i w ogóle czy było łatwo, czy nie było łatwo. Także zaczynamy. Okay, you can start from the beginning.
So maybe I can start from my secondary level.
Yeah, because you told me that is, or maybe because here.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Yeah, because you told me that it wasn't so easy to grow up, you know, to be where you are here now.
Yeah, for me, since I was young, it was not my family. They never trusted me. Like everything happened in home which is bad, they were always suspecting me. So the bad things happen. After graduating my secondary level, I went to high school. So I fight in a class, and after they catch me out of the school. So the headmaster of the school, he said like I can't continue with my advanced level. Then it was difficult for me to go back to my.
So you only fought, or you did something more?
No, I just fight with the guy, and I because he was
a tough
guy, and he was a big giant. So I recognized like I need to use something more than my hands. So I take the knife, which was bad to me. Like I don't wanna do it again for that. I use the knife, and I cut the guy on this side like a.
Oh, so it's really dangerous.
It was very dangerous.
Yeah, you have the one of the aortas.
Yeah, so it was very, very dangerous. But they catch me out of the school.
But he's still alive.
He's still alive. It is okay. It is working. Like I didn't kill him. So that was my biggest mistake. I had it since I was born. And what should I call it? Like till now, I still like remember like, what's happened. But after that, I went to Mwanza. There's this city. It's called Mwanza. It's
on the Victoria Lake.
It's on the Lake Victoria. It's around Lake Victoria.
North and west, yeah.
Yeah, it's not far from my homeland, because even my homeland is on the Victoria Lake. But I didn't go back to my homeland. Like I can tell my mom like, now I'm no longer the student because of this. So I decided I went to my brother's place, and I started to live with my brother. My brother was the soldier, so for like around 2-3 weeks it was nice to live with my brother. But after that was difficult. So what I was trying to do, like to clean the house of my brother, to cook the food. After that, I go direct to the studio, because I was singing. I was a good rapper, and the little one was
I saw at home that sometimes you're singing. Yeah,
sometimes
cool.
I sing. Yeah, sometimes I sing. So I was always spend my time to the studio. Still, which was difficult to me. Like I was like my girlfriend. She was studying there in Uganda. And she was good. She was like smart, bright, and the family, the status was good, and we was keeping in touch. So for me, I was like very disappointed. Like now, I was supposed to be in a school, and now I'm in a studio. I don't think if I like studio than a school. So yeah, I decided to share my stress with my girlfriend, and my girlfriend she asked me about the solution. What should I do? Like what am I going to do? Like after one day I was walking from the studio going back to home in the evening, and then I met the guys. They were from the college, and I asked them. This college is called CBE, College of Business Education, and I really like business. Like even on my advanced level, I was studying business. I was taking ECA. It's economic, commerce, and business. I mean economic, commerce, and accountants. So I really like business. So I decided like no, I should go for that. To ask you how to join the college, maybe it might be cheaper, or maybe.
Yeah. So how you figured that if you are almost homeless without money, you know?
Yeah.
So how you figure out to go to the kind of private good economic school?
I just see the courage. And I wouldn't have the money, so I just went there one day and I asked them the terms and conditions and how to pay the fee, and I just take the form without knowing where to get the money, just without knowing anything. I just fill the form, and I said like maybe I will be back one day if I get money. So I just put on my struggling on music, and I say like the music will be too late to get the money. Though I start to find I find the job, get the job to save the gas, the cooking gas. It's one company is called Orex. It's a famous company. I think it's a British or the French company. It's called Orex Gas. So when I start to work with Orex, and I was paying a rate of money because I was just paying according to commission.
So you've been like a trader, seller.
Yeah, seller.
You're selling. So music is not a good job here.
Music is a good job, but when you are up, so for me it was very scratching, like to find the place to
but
get
you
that
earn
level.
A little bit on the music?
Huh?
Did you earn something on the music?
I earned it when I was in college already.
Okay.
Like I didn't earn it at that time. Like music was nice for me at that time because I was singing the thing I feel.
Yeah, it was your passion, your expression.
It was my passion, yeah.
So
if I enjoy the guys in a studio, we had something, we bring something nice. We went for the lap battles, so that's what I was enjoying. Like honestly, before I never had anything from the music, so I get the money, and my girlfriend had me more money for the college. Then I start the certificate. Then I start the certificate for 1 year. After 1 year, then I got another job. I finished my college there, my certificate course. Then I went to another college, the same, like that's what the campus. Then the main campus. I went to the main campus of that college in another city, which is Dodoma. So at that time, then I told my parents, like before my parents never knew, like I have already left the high school.
Study, that you left this and you did a lot of things.
And I moved from my brother's home, and I started to live in the studio, like from the college to the studio to the college, like yeah, I was living the ghetto life. After starting the college here in Dodoma, like because of my results was good, I got good results on my college and on my course of certificates, my course on business administration. Then I go to my parents and I tell them, like, see, I failed to continue with my advanced school, so I joined the college school. But you don't care, you don't worry about the fee, about the words. But you have to know, like now I'm studying with this college and I'm still working with them. Orex girls, like I got I get paid according to commission, and I trust myself, like I do well, so I can continue with my college. So my parents never minds. When my mom, she was so like harsh, but when I tried to explain to her, she just tried to understand me. Like if you're going to spend, it's your life. So if you're going to find the money to pay the school fees, because we don't have the money to pay for you the school fees. If you know where to get the money, as long as that money is not illegal. So all the best. We wish you good, like on your life. So like my mom, she was like giving up on me, like the way before I wasn't trusted. I just grew up like it was like a magic for me to growing up to go to school. Like it was the magic that they thought. Maybe sometime I thought they expecting me to be in a street level, maybe.
Yeah,
I was
you showed them that.
Yeah, so I proved them wrong. I proved them wrong when I start to be. I start to be matured. Like I start to go to when I start to go to this college in Dodoma. When I was in Dodoma, I was studying with my salary from my commission from the selling, and with more money from my girlfriend. Actually, my girlfriend, she was supporting me a lot because she came from the rich family. My ex-girlfriend now, she's not my girlfriend. And my ex-girlfriend, so she was supporting me a lot. At that time, I lose the job because Orex the like good for me to sell it.
Yeah.
The good one job, the Orex job. Then, but at that time, I get another job in a club.
Okay.
There is this club. It's called Maisha Club, and my job was cleaning the toilets.
Okay. Oh, really?
I was cleaning the toilets. I was cleaning the washrooms. So during the people they are partying there, I was cleaning.
So it was a different, you know, from the guy who were making a good money from the, you know, the commission, of selling stuff. You changed to the, you know, the cleaning boy, and
so
how did you feel with that?
Was bad, but because it was easy, like my life continuing. I was enjoying my job. Like I really want the money. Like I'm already like doing this because I end of the time I get the money. That money will help me to pay the school fees, to pay tuition.
What was your motivation to grow to make your school, to do it everything? You know, you wanted to prove your parents that you can do it.
Exactly. Actually I went to school. This is because not because I like the school, honestly. Even when I was in like I didn't tell you, even when I was in a secondary level, in my secondary school, when I started my secondary school, Form 1, I was doing better. And Form 2, I was doing nice. We have the level. We call it Form 1, Form 2, up to Form 4. That's the first secondary level. And we have Form 5 and Form 6. That is the advanced level. But for me, when I was in Form 1 and Form 2, I was doing good. But when I was Form 3, I was doing bad. Like in the mathematics, I got 0.
Okay.
Like I was no good. Like you can expect that this guy is going to win the exam. But even my parents, my mom, she was like always like here in Tanzania, the primary teachers and police this police around the town. It's easier to get that job if you have 4D. Like if you failed you didn't get 0 in your exam, in your secondary school exam, but at least you have like a grade, like a average. Okay. If you have average, it's easier to get the job in police, to go to police, or to go to the teacher's college. So my mom, she was trying to tell me like at least you get the average, so as you can be a police. Like your uncles and brothers, some of brothers, you can be a soldier like your brothers. But if you're gonna get 0, don't come back at home. Okay. So and for me, I was like, I think I won't get 0. So I get the 2 motivation. My mom, one day she came at school, and I was getting a suspension. So she was crying. She was like, please, I beg you. At least you get the 1 for police, and I don't like to be a police. I used to be a soldier, but I don't want to be a police. I can be a military guy, but I can't be a police. Yeah, and my girlfriend, she win the exam there in Uganda, and she was in front line. She's doing good in the school. So like I was like, who am I? But my motivation, I need to do business. I need to do business, business. We start business in a school.
So then already you had some big ambition to do something bigger.
So to do something big, like to do business. So what I decided to do, like when I was thinking, even when I went in my secondary exam, my last exam in a secondary school, my brain was switched in on, like I have to win this mathematics. I raised my mom; she will be smiling. And I will get D, so as I will be maybe a police, but I don't want to be a police. The same to my 2 favorite subjects, which was commerce and bookkeeping. I said like, because I like business, so commerce and bookkeeping, that's a business. And I say like, so to win the street level, I have to know bookkeeping. So as if I make sale, if I do anything, I do business, I'll be keeping records. And I have to know commerce. So as I know my value of of my business. And I think I will grow up early. So for those, I was like, and I will win my girlfriend. Like if I bid good on this 2 subjects, bookkeeping and commerce, at least I need to get A. If I fail it, I get B, B plus. So as I win my girlfriend, and I went my dream to be a business guy, and I do good. Commerce, I get B. Bookkeeping and bookkeeping I get C, but I commerce I get B plus, and bookkeeping I get B, and other subjects like mathematics I get D, but that D was from zero. Like before on other examination was test I was getting zero, but zero to D. Like at least I just get some accounts, like those subjects on which has accounts in mathematics. I win those subjects. So when I started, I was here in Dodoma. It's where I start to work on a crab. I do well because I don't know. I can't say I was smart, but at least my brain was too to run and easy to catch and come up with an idea. Then the manager of that crab liked me.
Yeah, when you were working,
bring me from the toilets, wash the toilets up to selling the tickets at the door. And I was a sales guy up to like, and when we start to organize the events, I was among other member. So that's where my story of organizing, event organizer, begin. Like, and I knew, like, because I knew
toilet cleaner
to start to be a sales person on tickets and then to be a member of the event organizer of the club. Like so if we plan to do something, though, what we need, what we should do, then they were like, "Oh, you should ask Moody. Moody can do this. Moody can do this." I was like multitasking guy in that club. After that, I got a call when I was in holiday. I get a call from my previous boss. So as I need to go to make a sales in Mwanza, Orex. And when I got to Mwanza, it was East African. East African exhibition. It was exhibition. Do you know when I say exhibition, like it's like a showcase, like different business. You just from the East Africa, they were doing the showcase on the same day.
Yeah, I know.
And then like it was, and that was like 14 days, and I did the best there, like because that job was according to commission, and I trust that if I can push more sale, I'm gonna get more money.
Yeah.
So my target was to get at least 1.5 million. That's my own cash shillings in my pocket.
1.5 million
Tanzanian shillings.
Yeah, it's something like.
It's like it's like $600.
600. It's a lot.
Yeah, $600. I did more.
Yeah, just let me check if it's still recording.
Yes.
Yeah, it's still recording.
Yeah.
Okay, and we still have
so
sorry.
I did more. I get more. That's more than that. And the good things, our company, Olex guess, we win to be the first who make more sale of that exhibition. That's East African exhibition. And I was among them. I was among the team. So I met the other guy, the director of the other company, which was like a competitor. That time he saw me and they said like, when I finished my college, I found him. So I did my job. So it wasn't difficult for me to find the job when I graduated my college. And after that, it's where I graduated my college. When I graduated my college, I get the job from that guy. And the guy pushed me to go to make sale in Bukoba, in my homeland. I do good. He just was like, no, Moody, I need to see you in other city, maybe because Bukoba is your homeland. And he bring me to Dar es Salaam. It's when I start to live in Dar es Salaam. That was 2014. I do better. I go to. He said like, no, if you do good in this Dar es Salaam, in this city, you do a little bit good on sales. Maybe you should go to Tanga also. Tanga, the sales is not good. I went to Tanga and I tried to do my best on the sales, and it was like, no, now I don't want you. I stayed in Tanga like only 3 weeks, and the same in Dar es Salaam. I stayed in Dar es Salaam only 4 months. 2 months, not 4 months. I stayed
2 months,
in the rest of 2 months, and he was like, I need you to go and make more sales somewhere. So I was like, every day.
Somewhere else.
Yeah. So yeah, I do remember this. The guy was my driver. Then Bukoba, rest in peace, he died. We were doing to get. We were the good team. We were selling together. So he said like, Modi, can you sell it out of if you can go out of your country, can you make a sale? And I say, why not? If they're the needs of that place, then I can fail to do it, even if there's a lot of competition. But my expectation was long. I thought it would be easy, like the way I sell it here in Tanzania. So maybe if I can go any country, maybe I can sell it the same. That was not true.
Okay.
But yeah, so the guy took me to Uganda. I got that. Then he give me the contract. Then I started to work in Uganda as the first salesperson. I was the one who introduced that's the company, my company in that city, in that country, in Kampala.
Okay.
That was difficult because I found there is a lot of companies doing the same what I'm going to sell it there.
Oh, really?
They lead even the other people, like for example, like your name is Kuba. Like you have some money, then you need to push to sell your own products. Like you just decide to put your brand Kuba on the cylinders and start selling the cooking gas in the streets. So it was there's a lot of competitions. A lot of competition.
So the market was full of this product.
Exactly.
So it was difficult.
The market was full of the products, but still, thank God I win the market. I spent like two months without selling even one cylinder, one piece of cylinder. Just the price. I just go in the office and I was alone with my own cylinder that I came to sell it. When I was moving around to meet people in the office, no one cared about what I'm telling them. Like they knew they had a lot of the options. So why did they come for my company? It's difficult. It's like no one can trust me because I'm from Tanzania. So
yeah, you were like a stranger. Yeah.
I was like a stranger. So, but one day I was in a bar. That's why I liked going for party. I was in a club. Actually, in a club at the rooftop bar, and there I met the guy with my Tanzanian t-shirts. It was with the Tanzanian flag, and I was dancing, enjoying the music. I was making some jokes with the girls, and the guy was like, this is the guy. Maybe let me ask him. He just came to me and he asked, where you, man, you don't look familiar from Uganda. Where are you from? And I was like, he thought I'm from Mozambique, maybe, or from Zambia. And I said, I'm from Zimbabwe. And I was, no, I'm not from Zimbabwe. I'm just from Tanzania. Oh, that's why you're wearing the Tanzanian t-shirt. Yeah, exactly. This is my flag. So I'm proud of my country, and now I'm presenting my country. We just make jokes, kind of jokes with that guy, and it started to be like having more conversation. The next day, because there in Uganda it's crazy. Like people they're partying every day. Every day people they're partying. And because I was very stressed, like the company give me everything, like a car, they just give me the car, give me the salary, they pay me good, they give me a house,
sure.
But I don't make any sales. So I was so stressed, so to refresh, let me go to the club. The next day I met the guy, and the guy said like, I was thinking, me and my wife, we were thinking which kind of business we should go for, and that business should be more unique and different compared to other people. Maybe we can go for your business. Because of the alcohol, I thought the guy was drunk, so I thought he was joking. But one day, it was Sunday. I do remember I was sleeping with my hangover. The guy called me like, hey man, good morning. Now me and my wife and me and my family were going to the church. After church, I think we'll pass by, and I want my wife to know you. I want to introduce you to my wife. And I was like, he wanted to introduce me to his wife.
It's strange. Okay, well,
Maybe let's see. Like, the guy was very serious without me knowing. Like, he was so curious, like, he need to invest on my product. We met. We met that day with his wife. We had lunch together in his home. That was nice. And the wife liked my products, and they were thinking like maybe we should go further about this business. So I was expecting to say the one cylinder, and they were thinking about to buy the company, like to be like a partner of my company in Uganda. And that was, for me, it doesn't work. I think I was young. I don't know, I was like expecting less, and they just promised me more. I don't know. So till one day, the guy called me and he wanted to know about my director, the owner of this company, my boss, and he started making the good conversation with my boss. My boss sent the contract and signed the contract, and trust me, the guy invests more than 100 million Tanzanian shillings.
Oh my God, really?
100 million Tanzanian shillings. So from failing to sell one cylinder, I sell like a lot of the cylinder, like a bulk, in one night, in one day.
Oh my God. So in summary, at the beginning, from the fucking accident in the one club that you were cleaning, boy in the club, you start again working for like a seller, like a trader, and from there you started to be an international trader.
It was like I just being
and a lot of things was because the accident and because the party.
Because of the party.
Oh my God!
Like it wasn't easy to, like, what I recognize, and now I can tell everyone, like I can motivate everyone. What I recognize, it's not easy to meet somebody in his office and to introduce something which he never had it before. He don't know anything about it, and he can to sell it to him. But because people there in their office, they are always being like, most of people, they are concentrating on their things, the things what they know. So no one can care about the things which is new. Most of them here in Africa and Tanzania, that's I experienced it even in Uganda. But when you meet in a place like a club, relaxable place, enjoying. It's easy to make conversation because it's just
a party.
It's just a party. So you talk a lot, like
you start by small talk, and something like, if you are in the office, everything is official, so it's it's boring.
Exactly.
It's like okay, the next guy who wants to sell me something, but not the party. It's, oh my God, I think this is a really solution for your success. To meet people on the party, in the natural, in the natural place, where they feel comfy, not in the office.
And imagine, like, after that, after meeting him, we start being friends and going to the party, in different party, even the private party. And one day I was in a private party. I met the guy with the youngest and the rich guy in Uganda. He's called Griff. He's very, very fucking rich guy in Uganda. And the guy was, about my company, and he was so close, like, oh, you just came here, it makes sense, you met this guy, we just became friends, and he had a house, a private house. That house is not living family or what, just a private house, like a fantasy, but it's a huge than fantasy, with the swimming pool, the normal, every weekend, they bring a lot of girls there in a party, like, art party. So when I meet that guy, he said like, see man, in your company, before I used to talk with your boss about to sell to me the lubricants, because I have a lot of the petrol station here, and I'm no longer, I don't want to sell their other companies lubricants. So I was thinking like, if you can make the joint venture, then I can put my brand and buy the lubricant from you guys. It was easy for me to trust because I've already trusted the first guy, and the guy did it. So, bro, I never get the paid like the way I get in Uganda. The commission, like I get the commission a lot. I get paid a lot. Yeah, Though on 2015, end of 2015, I fed out. I just.
How old are you been then when you were selling stuff in Uganda?
I like 1 year.
But,
that was only 2015, like 2014 to 2015.
Okay.
And end of 2015, I got another job in Tanzania. That's when I can call.
But how old are you've been? How old are you then? You've been 22, 3, 4, 5?
No, I was 2014, I was
5 years ago.
Because
how old are you now?
I'm 30, like 24.
24, you've been 24.
23, yeah, 24.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm 30, yeah.
So you've been so really young and you did a
there,
lot of different things that like, wow.
Yeah, so, yeah, I enjoyed it in Uganda, but because of my salary there, I wasn't get paid with the salary. I was just getting the commission. Then
so you
I get another job, which is just the salary and the commission. And still, my dream was not working with the company.
For someone you wanted to own
my own business. So I see like it could be much easier for me if I came back to Tanzania. If I get the job in Tanzania, and I'll start maybe working in that company, also making the foundation of my own business. It's where that's 2015 end of that was December. I got a job here in Iringa, and that was a project. But the project, it's a sales project. So we were selling the cooking gas in a village. Also, I was controlling the region, the whole region. I was the sales representative of the regions, sales and marketing representative of the region. After that, I because I was good, getting the good, not so much good salary, but a little bit good. I start to learn how to start my own business. First, I went to farm. I do farming. I went to we bought me and my friend, the guy I was working with. We just make a joint venture and we bought the land in the village, and we start doing farming. And there we failed. We got 0.
Okay.
So then I recognized like this is not my business. This is not my work. Like if maybe I can do farming, I will do for personal use, not for the
other people.
For other people, like I can make it for Raj. I can be a big farmer. I'm a business person, not a farmer. So I just started making my own company also. I get another job. Because that job that project faded out, I get another job in a USAID project. At that time, when I was working on a USAID project, then at that time I start to start my own business. That was my first own business. So I come up with an idea, and because I wouldn't have enough money to start the business, I share with my friend who was my boss at that time. We start the company. It's called Infinite Car Rentals. We start, and because I do the research and I recognize that there is no any renting company here in Iringa. In Iringa, in this city, there's no car rentals company.
One.
We were the only one and the first one. They're the only tour and travels companies, tour operators. So people they are based on tours. But there's not the one who can rent for private use, for office use, for the kind of So we were the first with me and that's the guy I used to call him my brother. He was like my brother.
So now you are renting the cars. You have this co-working space, and also you're trying to organize events.
Yeah.
So what is your now main goal
for this co-working space? I'm not the founder.
Okay.
The founder is Eric and Jerry.
Okay.
But sorry. I joined them like now I'm among them, but I wasn't the founder.
Okay.
I never dreamed like to be having the co-working space. So, but I have Sconpress. Sconpress, it's a trading company.
Trading.
It's like a trading company. It's doing sales.
Okay.
We do sales and marketing. Like I tell you before, like Sconpress It's called Conpress. Conpress, we do sales and marketing. We also doing procurement consultants. So I have team where we normally cooperate together. We do sales and marketing, and now we have another service. We are based on safety and equipment. We add more service and safety and equipment. So after car rentals, we start to make the good money, because nowadays most of the company, most of the organization, they don't buy the cars. They just rent it. So for us, it was easier to rent the cars.
Yeah.
But because of the money, you know, the power of the money, we get the conflict, me and my partner.
Okay.
So everyone start his own business. Like we just divide the shares, and everyone start his own business. So they finish calendar and they instant calendar. At that time, that was 2018.
You're still recording, by the way?
Yeah, still recording. Oh, it's like 35 minutes.
Yeah. Oh my God. So just tell me about your main goal now. What is your goal now? You want to have a millions, or you want to create something really big? What is your goal? Or you just want to keep doing and just live?
Honestly, what I can say, it's not easy to be like Elon Musk. Even this moment, Modej, the one Tanzanian rich guy, it's not easy, like from the zero to up. But because I'm an innovator guy, I do innovation every day, and I try to solve the problem. I want to do big. I want to do things which will be memorable, which will stay in memory. Like even if I will die, like the memory will be there. The founder of this was Moody. Like I have another project now. I'm looking for the donors because my capital is not enough to do it. I think if we get the time, we'll go together to my farm. I have a goats.
Yeah, of course.
I have the goats, and that's goats project. The goats project is gonna be a huge project. Trust me. After like if I get successful in this project, after not 10 years. 5 years, when we'll be back here in Iringa, there'll be another story about Moody. And after 10 years, I think I'll be more further, because that God project, I don't want to take this all stress on myself. So I want to share the stress, but it's not like I'm sharing the stress. Even also I'm sharing the some little bit kind of money. Like I want to support the single parents and those women and ladies who are living hard life. The one who like those single parents, like you find like there's other women's, the daddy went to town to find the life. So maybe he promised he'd be back, he never been back. So
I think it's a lot of people like that here, and a lot of families.
So the mother, she the one who take care of the kids, of everything there at home. So what I'm going to do, my project is called One Woman, One Goat. I'm gonna give those women's the goats. I'll start with the mate goats. Then after that, I'm gonna invest on milk goats. Those goats, when I give them, if I give them after 5 years, their life will be changed. Also, my life will be changed, because I'm the one who's going to give them goats, the first goats. Like now, I want to start with 300 goats to give to the women's, and 200 goats to stay in my farm, like for the grasses. Then those 300 goats, they're gonna bath and twice, like per birth, it's the one goat got the two goats, like you got twins.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
So after those twins, we're gonna separate to other women's. Then after that, I'm going to buy those goats like mates. Leave them with the capital.
It's a really beautiful thing that you want to help the people like that to make business in the same, help.
So because I can't be rich, and I wish to have a lot of the employee. I can't make it, and I wish to have at least 3,000 or 5,000 people should be talking about me, like should be expecting something from me. But now I can't. So I think if I give them the goals, that will be easier for me to growing up, and it will be easier for me and them, us together, to be easier to growing up. After that, we're gonna sell the skin, we're gonna sell the meat. So I'll be having the huge industry here in Iringa, packing the cheese, packing the meat, packing this meat from the goats, packing the milk from the goats, which is very necessary, important. Like we're gonna do it for exportation, and still needed it here in Tanzania.
Yeah, I really wish you to make your dream come true.
Exactly. So that's my dream, Rick. Yeah.
So maybe you have any motivation sentence for our viewer, for our people who are watching us. If they want to do something, what you can tell them if they want to do business or they want to grow but they don't know how, or they don't have enough motivation.
What I can say?
Yeah, a few words.
What I can motivate? I don't like. I wish to motivate my Tanzanian people. I wish to motivate them. Like that. I normally doing that. Like. Even one day, even a single day, don't do the things you don't like it.
Yeah, I heard that on the party. I heard that on the party. I think 3 days ago.
Yeah,
we talked about that.
Yeah, don't do the things that you don't like to do it. It's better you do the things you like it, because I was doing sales, and it is based on business. This even if you can fail it. You can't lose anything because you like it. You're just enjoying. You're just enjoying to talk to people. It's a business. You just let's say if you're producing the furniture, you like to do the furniture. You enjoy to do it. Then it's a business. You can do it. Then that's my motivation. Like, if you want to do something, do the things you like. Do the things you love, like from your heart. Like even if you lose it. You will
find a solution.
You find the solution.
Yeah, to rebrand that.
Yeah. Everything. I'm sorry, I'm gonna use this, but it's like life is like a gambler.
Like what?
The gambler, playing the games. Those.
Okay. I feel that.
I can say like I normally like this music from the Ken Lodges. Do you know Ken Lodges? It's a country music. It's called the Gambra.
Okay.
The Gambra. I don't know if you understand the Gambra. The Gambra is those people playing the cards and playing the cards and earn some money from the cards.
Okay.
Sitting on the big table.
Okay, like the hazard stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, they call them the Gambra.
Okay.
So life is like a Gambra, and if you want to pray, try to pray good. So if you don't lose anything, like there's no time to count the money when you are at the table. So you don't need to count. Like now, I can't say I have to count my money. That's why you say I tell you like this month I spend a lot of money. This month I don't have the money, but I don't need to count the money. Like why I don't have the money? So what I should look for? I should look for my game. My game is life. Like doing the business. So after doing the business. End of all business I do it. One day I start. I get enough time to sit and count my money. That's it. So life is like a gambler. So what you should do? Play your
game. Play your game.
Yeah, play your game and play it on time. That's it. Yeah, that's what I can say.
Okay, so thank you so much.
Yeah.
Mam nadzieję, że podobał wam się wywiad. Tu nam się tak bateria kończy. Mam nadzieję, że tłumaczenie wyjedzie w miarę szybko. I co? I do zobaczenia w kolejnym odcinku.